Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Unforgiven, Peter, Nixo. Thank you all for joining in. Everybody else joining in later, thanks for hopping on with the live stream today. Glad to have you here. We're going to be doing some building today. What's up, Flutsbird? Hey, Spicy and Canis. Thank you all for joining in. While we're waiting for a few more people to get in, I'm going to go ahead run back to the deep drillers that we put in from the mods. The recent mods, and get some more supplies. So I'm gonna make an announcement now for anybody who's watching this after the fact, so you don't have to wait, but I'll also be reiterating this throughout the live stream so people coming in later can see it. Welcome, Gear Guy, of course, thanks for joining in. Ori, Tin, Joseph, thank you all for joining in. And sorry if I sound a little hoarse. I did a lot of loud talking last night out with a friend at a bar. It was kind of loud, so my throat's a little rough from that. And I've spent almost 2 hours on the phone today, back and forth with my credit card and Apple because of some fraudulent charge issues I've had. So I apologize if I'm starting to get choked up any. But basically, what's happening this week is we're gonna have a change to the schedule, and I actually have a community post that just went up right before the start of the stream. I'm going to be changing up my video schedule a little bit because I have long played numerous games just to keep things in a good constant rotation, always something fresh to do because I'm not locking into any particular game. And that's been great and beneficial to keeping me from getting burned out so easily. But at the same time, it's made it very hard, and ultimately I end up playing a game that I get burned out on, and it feels more dragging because it's taking longer to get through a storyline and so forth. So starting this week, I'll be reducing my video focus, not the live streams. This has nothing to do with the live streams, just the videos. Will be going to 2 games only. One game will be Mondays and Thursdays. Another game will be Tuesdays and Fridays. And of course, right now I'm going to stick with the fact that Green Hell is done with. I'm done with Breath Edge. I'm going to do Plant Nomads as one, and Die Young as another. And as soon as the Below Zero final content release pushes out, I will switch to that. That will be one of the games that I do 2 videos on a week. So don't be all freaked out that I'm going to ignore Below Zero. I will be switching and adding it in, but I'm waiting for that final content release to hit either on Halloween, October 31st, like they've said, or if they delay it. So that's what's going on this week. And again, I'll restate that later in the video, in the live stream for other people joining in. But for those of you who are watching this afterwards, just to give you the information up front. So yes, plan for today. I am doing, basically, we're going to focus mostly on the thermal plants. I have right at 17,000 power in the base right now. 9,000 is from the solar panels, the big, massive solar installation. And we have a lot of thermal plants down below already, but I want to get at least 25,000 power capacity for the base before I say I'm done with the power structure on it. I at least want that. So we're going to do a lot of thermal plants today, which is why I'm gathering up some supplies now. Along with, of course, one of the supplies I'm going to need. Ruby. So the ruby is going to be necessary for, of course, the that and the gel sacks for making aerogel to go into the thermal plant. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, drills are a mod. It's one of the mods. There's a list down below if you want to check that out, Tin. What is this thing I take? Crystal? What are you meaning for, Ori? Like, you talk about the quartz or the ruby I've got? The aluminum oxide. Yes, Jonathan, the interesting drill is a mod from FC Studios. As part of a set, you will need at least that and the fabricator mod, because the fabricator mod makes certain parts of it, or certain components that you're going to need to build the drills themselves. We're going to dump everything in, of course, to the Cyclops, so I don't have to worry about grabbing anything from storage. That I know I've got a lot of aerogel already. I don't know how much I have in the way of bulb sacks in the Cyclops, so we're going to drop down, grab some of those very quickly before I continue on down the tunnel, and we're just going to go down there, start work on thermal power. What I'm taking the ruby from and the quartz from already, Ori, is a drill mod. It's a automated drilling system that you put in place, and you tell it what, or you know, it drills based on what resources are available in the region, or you can add in a mod or an augment to it to focus on a certain resource. And so I've got one there, and I've got two at the plateaus, gathering up, you know, 3 things that I need quite a bit of right now. Alright, we got these gel sacks. No, actually, I'm just gonna do this way. There we go. Replanted. At some point I need to actually expand those, because I need them a lot more than I'm needing the mushrooms right now. So we're going to take all this and go down with what I've already made in preparation and see how many thermal plants I can add to the mix today. See if we can get that 25,000 power mark going.
Powering up.
Yeah, King Peeper, I don't know why it's YouTube's been having problems lately showing like getting ready to stream or something like that. You know, at the wrong time. I've put in the time that I want to stream and then come back later and find out that it had changed my time to something else and said I was already supposed to be streaming, or I had already streamed and obviously had not done so. So YouTube's been having some problems with the streaming time stuff as of late, since they moved to the new beta interface for everything. Also going to take a moment. Again, I say I'm a little hoarse today from having to yell at Apple and my credit card company a bit for some problems on my charges. I want to take a time to say, yes, we got, of course, the Timmy Cam. You can see to the side there. And today is a special day for Timmy. Today marks his 1-year adoption-versary. It was 1 year ago today I brought this little guy home from the local animal shelter. And he has been with me ever since. And only for a little while now, staying curled up next to me on the bed. But he's been a joy to have. I encourage any of you, if you want to get a pet, a dog or a cat, go to your shelter. There's so many animals that need a good home. Go get a dog, get a cat from there. You'll never find a more loving animal than one that you are rescuing after they've been abandoned. And he's had a rough early part of his life, but now he's on that easy road, the happy, healthy rest of his life. Alright, so we're just gonna go on through. I'm not gonna worry about any resources right now. I've got a good bit of titanium, I believe, still. If not, you know, I've got a drill making titanium. I can go up there and get it quite easily. I may actually go and switch the one off of quartz and add it to doing titanium. And if I remember from last time, it should take only about around 30 minutes, I think, for them to fill up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make another little trip back in a little while and get some stuff. And you see that little secret base we worked on that one stream for a moment while the terrain tries to load in. You really can't keep things secret in this game when you have terrain loading issues. Even without big bases, there's terrain loading issues. You can see glass windows from a really great distance because it just shows through empty terrain space. So, I know I'm not going to need to go all the way back up here to reach 25,000 power on this. And if I just wanted to make a lot of power, beyond being, you know, environmentally friendly and just using natural resources, if I just wanted to be like, oh, I want 100,000 power, I could just make a whole lot of nuclear reactor spots in one section, just have a big stack of nuclear reactors going. It's more of, I want to have that little theme of we're being resourceful by using the natural available power sources, solar and thermal. And I just wrecked something.
Engine powering down.
Yep, I just broke something on my base. I heard it. I think. Yep, look at that. I hit my moon pool. At least it's not like filling up super quick.
Hull integrity restored.
That's weird, a percentage too. Usually it's in even counts of 10. Alright, we're gonna do some building now. As though I don't already have enough of these. You know, actually, forget the just healing myself over and over. I'm gonna get my stasis rifle.
Captain.
So
Systems online.
we're gonna do stasis for this. I don't want to deal with having to heal repeatedly. Or, you know, this is modded Subnautica. Full list of mods below. If you're on PC, not console, but PC, you can download them. Just start with the top two. I believe the top two should still be the ones you need first. But if you're on console, unfortunately, there's not a mod option on console yet. Oh, come on, it hit something. So it really doesn't interact with the terrain at all. Which is kind of strange. Like, it's not even like saying there's ground there. It just goes right through. There we go. Alright, another thermal plant. I believe I have enough magnetite as well. If not, I do have an easy source for it. So yeah, Deep Driller mod has really helped speed things up, not having to go and struggle to find certain resources. And that's having a little bit of a terrain issue there. Not going to let me build in certain places. That, ow! Oh wait, there he goes. Oh, come on. Like, is there nothing else you guys have to do here? You're just gonna attack me relentlessly even though you can't get... Oh. That's totally mean. Like how somehow I managed to still get hit with the projectile. Or at least from the effect of the projectile exploding next to me. You know, that's what the stasis field is supposed to prevent. This is why we need guns, actually. 10, I am sorry about the quality. There is nothing I can do to fix it. It is a purely game-specific issue. The game does not work well with big bases, and unfortunately, I am past the limit of what the game can handle well. So the lag is not something on the stream, it's not something on the YouTube side, it is strictly lag that I'm even seeing right now because the game cannot handle my base build. It's just unable to do that because it just doesn't support something like that. The game's just not optimized in that regard. They never planned for people to build really big bases. I'll get another one. There we go. Alright, let's see. That. I don't need so much energy, Ori. I just want it. It's part of the theme. The whole reason of this being a research base, they need a lot of power. So this is strictly for the theme element, the cosmetic feel of we're building like a big research station, and they need to have a lot of power for doing their research. Alright, so I think we're now at that point. I need to go up the little lava fall, and find an optimal spot to start. What? Interesting. I could build like there to the side, but not in the lava up here. There we go. You guys just get stuck in the stasis field. There we go. Oh. Yeah, the game's about building only what you need to survive in terms of a survival element, but at the same time, the developers did add a lot of cosmetic stuff. So it's that question of, obviously they want you to have certain things that you can build bigger and unnecessarily, because you're a single survivor. Why would it even give you the option to build a double bed if, you know, you're on your own? The PDA is supposed to adjust around what you need to survive, so it would only make sense that you have a single bed option. Wouldn't worry about cosmetic little flower pots and stuff like that. You'd be like, okay, I need an actual grow bed kind of thing. And sorry, 10, the video quality has to be turned down, because if I turn it up to the maximum quality on the game graphics, it will be next to unplayable. It's already being, you know, that I have to turn it down just to get it to run as well as it does right now. Normally I have it on maxed out custom, you know, high as possible and everything, but it will not work very well right now if I do that. Well, at least they're leaving me alone over here. Yeah, go big or go home. That's the way to do it. Well, if you're gonna build big, you know, you want to build enough. And point is, we're actually going home in this, so I guess you could say they intended you not to go big because you're trying to go home. I just like the idea of going big. So 19,000, and we want to get 25, so that's another 6,000. That's 4 per 1,000, so that's 24 more thermal plants I need to make. The temperature doesn't make a difference on how hot the area is and what they can hold. They can hold the 250. It's just a matter of how quickly they generate power at that point. So that's one. Pretty sure I'm going to run out of aerogel. Or magnetize. One or the other is going to go. Yeah, Mass, it always goes back to, you know, they want to give options for people who want to build big and do stuff like that. Or at least have more cosmetics. People who are like, I want a really nice base. But, you know, when it comes to certain code optimization, they don't plan necessarily for really big bases. And in this case, a big part of it goes back to, like we've seen in past streams, and I've just seen in the past with the first base build, it always goes back to the hull strength, the hull integrity of the base. Every time I add something that changes the calculation of the hull strength, it lags the whole game up for a few seconds while it calculates. Alright, I need titanium. So, I'm just going to leave the Cyclops here. That's going to be too slow to carry it back up.
All systems online.
We're going to go get titanium through a deep driller. Do I like peepers? I mean, they're okay to eat every now and then. I don't know, the big eye kind of creeps me out. Then again, I also use Oculus for plenty of stuff too. So maybe I just like their eye color a little better than the peepers. Peepers seem like they're plotting against me. The Oculus are nice and secluded. They're recluse. Only in this one little area. Peepers are everywhere. They're plotting to take over the world. Hi, Victory Shout. Thanks for joining in. Of course, you know, saying hi to Timmy. Timmy's relaxing. You know, rough day so far. Hi, Cockbird. Hope I'm saying that correctly enough. Take me to my little base. Or to your little base. Is that... How little is that? It's like, here's my little single tube. Welcome to my lovely home. I don't even have a bed. It's like, this is not really a survival game. I know it's billed as a survival game, and the idea is you're trying to survive. You deal with food and water. But it's one of those games where sleep, in a survival sense, should make a difference. Sleep should matter. And yet, this is a game that sleep has no bearing on your well-being, your healthiness. It's simply a, if you want to pass time aspect. You know, they should have added sleep as a necessary mechanic for health value. Like the forest, if you don't sleep, you start to lose your sanity. Green Hell, if you don't sleep, you just completely run out of energy, pass out. You know, it's games like that are actually focused more on the realism of survival, or survival games. This is more of a try not to die too readily survival game. My dog, he's actually having a good day. He's just being lazy. That's all it is. It's such a rough time, you know, being a dog, and all he has to do is worry about laying around, playing with toys, being fed treats. You know, he's already had, like, I got him some new snack sticks. He doesn't even have an interest in them, so I put peanut butter on one, and all he did was lick the peanut butter off, and he's like, nope, I don't want the stick, I just want the peanut butter. So he's having a rough day because he's being picky. Hi, Sergio. Good morning, Peter. Glad, you know, it's morning for you in Alaska. Why do I build all this, Ori, and not use what? If you're talking about, like, I'm assuming probably a nuclear reactor. I don't like the idea of having to keep refilling the rods, even though they last a while. When you're actually burning through power pretty consistently with some of the stuff, this doesn't really last that well. King Peeper is the king of the peepers. Those little floating eyeballs that are plotting to take over this planet. Yeah, that one, yeah, let's go. That. I think I'm just going to take the same approach I did before. I'm going to grab some more ruby, so I have some in case we need it. And we'll get the some more gel sacks on the way down, so I have more stuff for Aerogel if needed. Subnautica. Why do I need to say Subnautica, Sergio? Good morning, William. Thanks for, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I know we got some people saying morning, afternoon, and evening. I need to move this driller down because that solar panel just is not visible enough when it's sitting above the water. I only get to see the little LCD screen on the front, and that's not very big. Multi Madness, I still play this because, well, it's still fun to play with mods, and I have a lot of people that came to my channel and expect me to play this, that want me to play this. And in the end, I've got tons of mods on it, and it's still fun. There's still a lot of people that play the game. I saw a bunch of new mods come out just this week alone for the game. There's still a big active community for Subnautica. Hey, Paul, thanks for making it. Ghost Leviathans, I mean, it depends on what kind of mods you want to use. If you want to use the laser cannon mods, any of those, you can go kill them quite easily. I just, you know, defend myself until they glitch into the wall and then get stuck there and never reappear. That's all. That's what I did. You know, it doesn't work in the void because, you know, you're in the void, but for the Ghost Leviathan in the tunnel, all you gotta do is, you know, run him off where he goes up into the terrain. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Oh, and I don't have... Oh, no. Oh, I have no more room there. Alright, I'll have to replant some stuff later. Oh, well. I'll make it work. Plenty of ruby, at least. Yes, TV cam is working, Paul. Let me go ahead and switch over that. No, it's working. He's not. He's just laying there. He's like, you know, he's here for his looks. That's all it is. How many modification slots do I have on my Cyclops? Well, I do have, fortunately, a mod that instead of like the sea moth where I have this many modification slots, the Cyclops actually has add-on you can build inside. Each one gives you, it's basically another replica of the existing modification insert, you know, terminal. So you, however many you want to add, you can add 6 at a time. I can't remember how many I have right now. I know I got one that's focused on thermal and solar only, just for stacking the upgrades a bit, so I never have to worry about recharging my power cells on the Cyclops. And then, you know, basically just, I think, one extra on top of the normal sits, just to handle, because I split the mods between the normal ones go into the normal sit slots you have, and then the ones that are specifically from a mod go into another one. Sergio already says Subnautica. Please do not spam in chat. I did say Subnautica for you already. If you're gonna spam, I'll have to silence you. So that's your warning. I don't appreciate spamming in the chat, so please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna dump. Yep, I got some room in here too. It's slowed down so much as I've gotten more and more storage boxes. I might want to clear some hitchhikers off. Sure, I still have some. Alright, so we're going to do some more thermal plants now. So I said 24, and I don't even remember how many I got into at this point. But I know I didn't do like 20 of them, so that was probably 4, I think I did right there. Oh, and I still have to, yeah, let's see which ones are linking in. All those are linked. So that will work for here. Yes, there we go. All right, let's see. What am I at now, power-wise? 250. So 3 more and then 12 more. So yeah, 15 more thermal plants. This is going faster than I expected it would. All because of those the deep driller mod. That's the only reason this is going so quickly. Without that, I'd be scouring the rest of the time trying to find resources. Do I ever play Minecraft again? I will occasionally open up my old game save and see like, oh, I've got to update to the newest version of the game, and then I got to update the save to the newest version of the game, format for it. And I'll look at my base and the one I never even completed everything because I got so tired of all the mining and, you know, digging stuff out, and I'll try to see if I can get interested in it again, and then I don't. Basically, every time I try to go back to try Minecraft again, I just see it as like, yeah, I have no interest in playing this right now. I think the only way I would do that is either finding a good set of mods like I did with Subnautica, or I'd have to go and add a whole bunch of stuff doing like MC Edit like I did before. The thing I miss is like, I loved being able to, you know, do theme stuff like I'm doing here. And my last time playing, I had a nice little village I was making. You know, or not village, but like kind of a town I was making for the testificates. You know, the villagers. And I was, you know, big wooden wall all around. I was going to have it all themed up. Had like a big living area, you know, farming area. All sorts of stuff like that. Planned out for it. And I just got tired of dealing with the massive amount of building. I even had a customized store I made through MC Edit mods. Stuff like that. And it was great, but I just can't bring myself to want to do it again now. Why can I not build anything right through here? Why is that lava not good enough? It's making me spread things out way too much. Hi, Punchy Panda. Find a peeper and contain it. I'm sure I can. I'm not going to rush to do that just yet because I want to try to finish the you know, thermal plants. Then we'll start working our way up to look and see what I have left cosmetic-wise. I know a few things I have cosmetically up at the very top main part of the base above water. And I do have an idea, should they fix enough stuff in below zero that it's actually more enjoyable to play than it currently is. We will start doing, at some point, of course, live streams for below zero, and I'll be doing a big build again in that. Maybe with mods, probably with mods, actually, being honest, unless they do a lot of big changes to certain things with the full content release, like the sea truck. I'm going to be using mods. There's no way I'm going to play the sea truck the way it's been in the past. That is just not a good design. And really, I'm out of titanium again already. Yep, I'm completely out of titanium. Again. This is why I like the deep drillers. It goes so much faster having something like that. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Madison. And no, it's not spam like, spam, you know, Monty Python. Would you like some spam? Yeah, hi, Punchy Panda. What am I doing? I am working on trying to get 25,000 total power capacity on the base. Just because. You know, we're building everything else big. We need to have a lot of power in the base. I'm sorry, you know, I could always say I'm going to go bigger and folder and be like, let's go for 50,000. And I probably could make it happen, honestly. I know I can make it happen. It's just a matter of time. I just don't know if I want to put that much time in. Because, let's see. I finish this. That'd be another 25,000 power in thermal. That'd be 100 thermal plants. That's more than I did in the previous lava zone base. I did 40. Granted, I do have easier access to some resources now I would need, but I don't know if I want to do 100 thermal plants on top of that. Subnautica Below Zero is coming to PS4 on Halloween. I know they, you know, tend to release stuff for console. Like, here's the not complete version that's just been ported from the earlier PC stuff. But there's supposedly still, unless, again, they change something, and I'm about to hit an invisible. Wow! Alright, that's a new one. I actually was inside the wall there. The terrain did not load, and it let me actually go into the wall. I pulled a Ghost Leviathan move, you know, Reaper Leviathan move. I was clipping through the terrain. Usually it makes me hit something like I just didn't see it, but bam, you hit it. In this case, it was no. I actually, you know, slammed into, or I didn't even hit anything. I just kind of, you know. Oh yeah, this is all messed up now. Let's see if that should finish. There we go. Yeah, I've got to plant some more of those. That's just not enough at this point. Alright, let's see. We'll go to the mountain. Get some more ruby, just in case. Timmy's moving. Oh, I forgot I actually had it on him right now. Timmy. Whoop. There you go. Yeah, well, I know I could do the 100 or the 50,000 power, 100 more thermal plants in the end. I just don't think I want to do that. Yeah, we have what, 120 solar panels right now, so 9,000 power from just solar panels, and I think that's plenty for the moment. Granted, I do have this. This is helping a lot in terms of getting resources with the new drill mod. But still, I don't know if I want to try to create 100. See, I still got another like 10 or so, 15 or so thermal plants now, then another 100 on top of that. That's a lot of thermal plants. I'm going to cause lag at that point just because if it's trying to calculate how to distribute the power and how much power is being generated at one given moment in the game. And I'd have to go and build some more stuff to use up that power because I definitely would not be using enough power normally to drain 50,000 power down. Oh, there we go. Looking for the solar panels on it. Alright, I'm getting a lot of quartz. I'm not using quartz right now. I think we're about to switch this also to titanium. But now I have double titanium production. I'll empty that. And we're going to finish filling this up. That should last for a little while. Before I go back, though, I am going to get a peeper. We got to find a peeper out here, and I'm sure there'll be a few more pieces generated at that time. So let's see, peeper. I'll go over this way. We're going to trap a peeper. A trapper peeper. That's it. It's kind of like a trapper keeper, but it's the Subnautica version. Oh, please, somebody make a mod now. It's a trapper peeper mod, and it's just a gravity trap that affects nothing but peepers. I would install that just for the funny name joke. And I'm going to try to avoid getting eaten by a Leviathan that's still patrolling this area. Oh, he's after something. I got myself a new sub. Oh, you're talking to King Peeper. Alright, let's see. A couple more pieces of titanium. Get everything I can. We're not even an hour in, and I've already made, what is that, my third trip over to these to fill up on titanium, quartz, and all that. And that's so much of a, like that mod alone, the Deep Driller mod, has pushed this to be more of a building game. Like the other building games I'm used to seeing, where you have ways to automate some sort of resource gathering, resource production, that Subnautica obviously has been missing for so long. So now I have a way to go, oh yeah, look, tons of titanium. Hey Rahul, I'm doing alright, how are you? Yes, I got the drills that time. It is a nice touch too that the drills wear down over time, so you have to repair them, otherwise they break. I guess stop working when they break. I haven't actually let one break yet to see what it does. Alright. Come on. Alright, maybe I do have enough. It's a quick little trip back up, if not. Oops. I'm just going to keep knocking into stuff despite having a lot of hull integrity, and I'm going to keep causing leaks randomly. New mods that have been released. Well, of course, you got the new ones from FC Studios Victory. Like the ones I'm using right now, they actually, I think, did an update for the, I believe it was an update. I tried downloading it again. The Seabreeze refrigeration mod did not work. I know they have one that's like, it's a food processor that I was like, hey, a food cooker type thing. I was like, okay, why is that different from the fabricator? And what it does is you can actually bulk cook food. So you could go in and have it cook a lot of food at once, as opposed to having to wait, do single pieces at a time with the normal fabricator. Of course, they have their turbine. I think they did an update to the turbine mod that you can actually, depending on where you are, what kind of water current speed it has that detects, you could put that mod in and be able to generate power from the water current, the water itself moving. So kind of cool for people who want that, you know, eco-friendly type stuff, or just that style to it. There's a few others. There was one mod I saw that is just a modded game save that has a lot of like really big bases in it. But I feel like if you're going to use that game save, you're going to end up running the same kind of problems I run into, that it's just, unless of course they did something like clear the cache from the save before doing that, it's probably going to be the same thing where you run into a lot of lagginess with things because of how the game handles large structures with a lot of individual pieces that are being calculated for the hull integrity. Honestly, I think if they just fixed the hull integrity calculations to work a little differently, that would have taken care of a lot of this building lag I see. Alright, so we got people from, we got Poland, we got New Zealand, we know we got Alaska, yeah. India. Why do I do free cam? Oh, free cam, okay, let me just, you know, let me get in here where I'm not going to be attacked by a fireball at the time. If you do free cam, okay, Spicy, initially it's set to the lowest speed, which is 1. Use 1 through 5 on your number pad or your bar at the top. I have it on the mouse, and 5 is the max speed, so that speeds you up on how fast. And then on top of that, you can hold shift down, and it speeds it up even more. So like this is 1, and then 1 with shift apply. Let me move in a little bit. All right, so here, easier. 4 with shift. So it speeds you up if you hold shift. But yeah, just use the numbers 1 through 5 and it'll adjust the movement speed for that. Oh, put the peeper in an alien containment? I might do that later. We might do that at another spot. I already have an alien containment with a bunch of fish up top. Actually, I think I do have peepers in that containment up top. I don't even know why I do that. Hello, big dunks. Try to remind me when we get done with these. I think we'll go and double check. I'm pretty sure I have a set of peepers actually up top in one of the containments, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the ingredients I had to use for some of the food decoration items. Was I had to have cooked or cured peeper for it. I really want to put this all on the lava, but it's acting like I've got a terrain problem, you know, that it can't lay flat or whatever in this little area. I mean, tell you, it is a lava zone. It should be hot everywhere. But, you know, on the lava, what? On that lava, I'm getting 49 degrees Celsius. I'm getting more heat from the ambient air right there and the little crust that I'm getting through the lava itself. There seems to be a problem there. That shouldn't be happening that way. We'll do it up here. Crash my game again. We could try, but we're not going to do that until towards the end of the stream. I want to actually get, like, you know, through some work first before we try to crash the game. Hey now. No biting. Alright, come on. I got a good bit of titanium. This should last enough to get me a few things going. See, that's 50 degrees Celsius. It's 1 degree hotter than the one sitting right on some lava. Ooh, boy. Alright, yeah, getting some lag there. 23,750. So 5 more. Assuming that they're all linking in correctly. Let's double check, make sure no thermal plant left behind. Okay, those are linked. Those are linked. Yep, those are connecting that way, all that. Yep, we've got a nice little chain going. So 5 more thermal plants, and we'll have 25,000 power. There we go. There we go. All right, another little spot. See, 50 degrees Celsius on that spot, but not 50 degrees on the lava directly. And I'm out of titanium again. You know, we may put a deep driller down here. There's titanium in this area. I think I've got plenty of, actually, yeah, that's an idea. Let's go up. I think I have all the supplies I need for it. If not, I can try to start working on them. But, yeah, we may put a 4th driller down here. I like having the 2 where they're at in the plateaus because, you know, titanium and quartz are big things I'm going to need. Actually, titanium and quartz. Oh, you know what? Actually, the problem is I can't put it down here. I don't know how the battery's going to work. There's no thermal element for it. It's solar and battery, and I'm not sure how the batteries work. I feel like the batteries have to be recharged in some way. Maybe you have to put them in a solar one and let the solar one recharge it and then move it to another one that doesn't have solar. We might try that after this. Right now, I'm just going to get more titanium from my 2 drillers that are set to that now. And we'll just finish this up. I mean, we're right at the end. I've got these thermal plants I can move. Oh, I kind of like the idea of having some here, you know, just in case something breaks. Like, you want that emergency thing. Oh, yeah, we lost connection to the lower end. A Ghost Leviathan bit the tube in half. Now we have, you know, standalone thermal power there. We got thermal power through this area. You know, we're covered from both directions. See if it'll map the terrain. There we go. And just in case, because it's going to be my luck right now that I run out of aerogel because of the gel sacks right here. Let's get gel sacks. Plus I need room for the seeds. And that will work better when I have a fully empty inventory. Alright, there we go. Off to the drilling spot. Yes, Big Dunks. Thanks for joining in again. Yeah, like I said, we'll try to crash the game again, but I can't guarantee, you know, it's gonna work. You know, we've done some crazy stuff to try to crash the game, and despite how laggy it gets with the base builds, it works pretty well in other cases on certain things. Thank you, King Peeper. I'm glad you enjoy the YouTube stuff. The highest temperature a thermal plant can go, I believe, is either 70 or something like 72 degrees Celsius. And, you know, that's only going to affect one thing, which is the rate at which it generates power. Doesn't affect the capacity. Think of it like a solar panel. And let me get a drink real quick. But, what it's going to affect is, like, think solar panel. You have solar panels that can function down to, you know, it's like 200 meters, 300 meters, I can't remember exactly. But the lower you get, the less sunlight they receive, so the lower their, you know, sun percentage is. So the degrees on the thermal plant is basically the same thing. The hotter it is, the faster it produces power, but ultimately they still store the same amount of power regardless. Okay, I'll fit it all, almost. I'm not going to worry about that one piece. And let's dump all this out. What am I drinking? No, I am drinking just regular Publix brand Coke. Diet Coke. Caffeine-free Coke. I've already had caffeine for the day. Yes, Big Duns, I remember you from last stream. Falling 500 floaters right under the life pod. Oh, we could try that. That's an interesting idea. Right there, Spicy. Will I get bored with Subnautica? Honestly, I am bored with vanilla Subnautica. That's why I am modded. That's why I have a long list of mods, and I keep adding more. I've actually got mods that I've used in the past I no longer use because I got bored with the effect. I was just like, I don't want to use that again. I want to use something different. You know, if I do another series in regular Subnautica, I probably will use the Deep Driller mod, but I won't use, like, the refrigerator. I'm just using it here because I like the cosmetics. I'll probably change out a couple other mods as well, just to keep things interesting. You know, do stuff that's different. But again, it goes back to Below Zero. Below Zero ends up doing a big turnaround, and the game story is actually really good, which right now I find it kind of lacking with the current state it is in the, you know, public branch. I find certain components they've added, like the sea truck, to be very lacking and very unrealistically implemented in terms of what you would actually expect to need and how you'd expect it to be designed for use. So if they do a big turnaround with this full content release and it plays way better, and you know certain things are way more useful than they have been, and it's actually enjoyable to play, I'll be switching to Below Zero and leaving original Subnautica for quite a while. Maybe come back to original later when they add some of the Below Zero building components backwards into it. But, you know, it all depends on how Below Zero goes right now. You can get commands on the Xbox. See, I don't know about Xbox or PlayStation. I don't use those. I really just don't play those anymore. I'm not a console player now. I know you can't get mods right now on either one of them. That has been asked repeatedly and confirmed repeatedly that mods are not available. I always just assume that, you know, you're not going to have console commands on Xbox or PlayStation because, you know, using a controller is not exactly the easiest way to type in a command. You know, keyboard, yeah. Have a little 2-joystick controller, not the easiest way to do it.
Captain. Systems online.
Alright, so, yep, everything's out there. What was it? I had... Yeah, I know I had like 4 more, or 5 more, and I did... How many do I do? 2? 2.5? Alright, so I need 4 more completed, whatever it is. So that's 1. Make sure this is linking up. There might be something not connecting. Yeah, that's not connecting. That could be part of a problem. That's 1, 2. Oh, let's just do it this way. 3, 4. So, depending on how these connect, this should take care of it. And 50 degrees up here, too. Will there ever be multiplayer? I would say if you're going to hope, Aiden, for multiplayer in this game, you need to hope for it in Below Zero. Not in original Subnautica, because the developers have said very clearly they have no intention of turning Subnautica into a multiplayer game. At least the original one, because the theme is you are on your own. You know, you're all by your lonesome self. You're trying to survive, and every time you hear somebody else is alive, you find out they're already dead by the time you get there. Let's go heal. It had to mess me up. I had everything in place. That last one was not connecting. We're going to connect. Rebuild it over on the other shelf. The ledge there, and of course then I had to get attacked. I'm just gonna build here. And that should take care of it. Assuming they stop messing with me. Yes, there is a mod for multiplayer, as Spicy says, but official support for the game having multiplayer is not going to happen. The devs made it clear they're not going to do that. Now, maybe below zero, you might see like a co-op thing eventually added. I could see it happening there. And apparently I have another one that's not connecting for some reason. That one is not connecting. But, and as far as the mod, it's called Nitrox. That's the multiplayer mod. But I haven't used it. I've just heard of a lot of people saying they've had problems with it. It doesn't work very fluidly. So, you know, you might want to test it on a new game save with some friends before you commit to it being like, yeah, let's do this from like a long distance. You might want to do it like local network friend type thing or something. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Big Dunks. You're playing the Borderlands 3 Halloween event. I've seen so many games posting about how they've got Halloween events. Like, go hunt this, go that. I think I even saw Outlaws of the Old West. They did their Halloween event is hunting Bigfoot. Favorite Subnautica song? His Abandoned Ship. I don't have like a favorite Subnautica song. I don't even know the names of the Subnautica song. Yeah, I would assume the multiplayer is, you know, part of it's going to be what you're rendering on your own PC. Part of it's going to be what's rendering on a remote PC. But you've seen how things respond, even in mine. If you got several people building, yes, you're going to have, if they're smaller bases, maybe not so bad, but you're still going to have a large number of items that are being tracked in terms of, you know, how the rendering's done. The bigger the bases, though, the more items you're going to have being calculated for hull integrity whenever you build or deconstruct something. And, oh yeah, this was asked earlier, I should have mentioned it. So, auxiliary upgrade console for the Cyclops is one of the mods that I have. I think it's under here, yeah. So, it's once you get a certain upgrade in here, you can make it. So, basically, I've got my upgrades, my standard upgrades here, the ones that are not messed up if I take a mod out, and these are specific to mods, like the Seamoth defense system, the Mark III efficiency mod that's decked out, and my 2 solar chargers, 1 thermal charger. I need to make more. I just never have a power problem, so I haven't bothered with it. There we go. Let's do a free cam moment and see this. It's not as, well, I don't know how many. Got 25,000 power. Let me think about this. 25,000. 9,000 of it is thermal, so we got 16,000. It's 4 thermal plants per. So that's 64 thermal plants. That's more thermal plants than I made in the last base setup. So yeah, this is 64 thermal plants here, and I think I have 4, maybe 5 of them up through the tunnel. So yes, that's my thermal power setup down here. That's 64 thermal plants. You know, just in case you need the power, we're gonna do a nice little screenshot on that. There we go. Gotta screenshot it. Ah, so much power. Larger waves in the moon pool than in safe shallows. I guess that's the case of, I mean, guess depth or something, or maybe just something with the lagging of the terrain or whatever. What do I think about the Atlas? I know, you know, honestly, I think the Cyclops is good enough because originally I would have liked the Atlas, you know, Subnautica itself, this game. Atlas would have been nice to have a much bigger sub, but you run into, you know, pathway issues in the tunnel areas. Like this tunnel, getting through there in certain cases would be even more difficult with the Atlas. But playing Below Zero has made me truly appreciate how good the Cyclops really is in terms of a base, mobile base type element compared to something like the Sea Truck, because the Sea Truck is absolutely awful.
Powering up.
There's just so many things about it that do not make sense in terms of how it would, how the design works. You know, you're supposed to be able to drop your modules off and leave them somewhere so you can, you know, it could be like a little deployed base. You can come back later and connect to it and do some work. Fine, but how come you don't have standalone power for the fabricator module, or a power-based module you can have it with its own power? Maybe you come back into CMOF and you want to use the fabricator real quick. If you don't have the Sea Truck, you can't do it. So I think they should have just dumped the Sea Truck completely out of Below Zero with the current state and completely reworked it from scratch and made it where it's either here's modules that are fixed and working as efficiently as they can be to the theme of what they are, and then here's a blank module you can use to customize. And that any module there can have a solar panel, just one maybe, you know, limit it. A single solar panel can be installed on any of the modules for remote power. That's what I was saying. But, you know, as far as Below Zero goes, one of the excuses that has been used for why you have the Sea Truck and not the Cyclops already in the game, besides obviously they wanted to test it out and see what people thought, is that there's some areas in the game the Cyclops is not going to be able to fit. So if the Cyclops can't fit there, the Atlas definitely won't be able to fit there. And so you're going to have, it's just going to have certain things that you're like, well, great, you know, I want to use the Cyclops here. I like the Cyclops, but I can't. So I'm going to have to ditch the Cyclops and go back over here to get my, my Sea Truck to carry it down there so it can be the little mobile base when it doesn't work as well. And you're not going to be able to dock the modules in the Cyclops. You know, you're going to have to ditch the modules and just take the Sea Truck itself, maybe. I think they're going to have to do some major rework on it. I think even if they don't do it for the content release, if they want the game to be as well liked as this one, besides the storyline, they're going to have to do a lot of work on the Sea Truck. Otherwise, it's going to be a Bethesda, Fallout type thing, Skyrim type thing, where basically the developers say, we're not going to bother fixing this, we're going to let modders fix it. Because that's what's going to happen. There's already mods out there to fix problems with the Sea Truck. So, obviously, there's some issues with it. A peeper on the side? You're talking about the peeper on the side of the Sea Truck? That might have just been a peeper that got trapped in the aquarium module. Don't hit. There we go. Alright, what? I think I've got an idea of something to play with for the moment. I need to do... I was going to build something like this anyway. Let's make another driller. Try to go ahead and get it fully decked out. But I'm not going to do the solar panel. I want to see if I can build the driller close enough and use, say, a power transmitter that it can be connected in some way to power from the base itself. If that's the case, then I'm going to have like a nice little, I know what I can do for thermal power down there. I can just tie it into the base, the lava zone base area, and have it drilling down there for thermal, or for titanium for me. I'm probably going to have to go get titanium, I'm sure, for this. I probably don't have enough. Oh, I still need to make my dock over here in the end for the Cyclops to wedge into. Yeah, it's 25,000 power exactly on the capacity. That's a nice, good number there, I think. Yeah, it does sound bad for developers if it's like, hey guys, guess what? We haven't actually finished the game. We're not even close to finishing the game, but the modding community has already started ripping apart our sea truck, saying it's awful, and here's ways to fix it. So I can make the mods. I need to make that. And I bet it's the scanner room HUD chip again. So what is the scanner room HUD chip? Magnetite, I think, and then the chip itself. Pure chip and magnetite, right? Because it's got to use, like, I guess, magnetism to scan for non-magnetic resources. Hey, I'll do a computer chip. I know that's what I'm gonna need. I think the drill arm and all of that should be buildable. My existing location. There we go. There's some magnetite coming in. I definitely am probably gonna have to go and reorder that. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. The image of the Atlas, it has a peeper. Okay, that's what I'll have to look at that. Yes, Victory. The fridge mod still auto-delete or deletes everything. It doesn't delete when I put into it. It deletes when I save and then, you know, reload the save. Or actually, I think it might have just been from when I haven't tested just from in the same game session, but I know it did at least delete everything from the previous stream we did where we first tried it to coming back last stream. All of this was gone, and I did download I believe an update, because I can't remember when I downloaded this mod, but I did download the new version or whatever the current version is, and it gave me an error when I tried to open the game. Like, it said the mod could not be loaded. So I don't know for sure what's happened with that, so I'll have to look at it later. Hey Omaha, what tricorder? What's the tricorder? Hi, my boy Marsh, how's it going? I'm assuming you mean Subnautica mods, King Peeper. Yes, they're actually pretty easy. In fact, I deal with them so much at my stream deck, I made a little icon that shows Steam on it, and all I do is I hit the button, it takes me to the Steam apps folder so I can easily open up my mods. And it really isn't that hard. Just download the you know, assuming again you're on PC, you just download the QMod installer, and it will ask you, you know, is this Subnautica, is it below zero? I think it actually has it now where it asks if this is on Steam or Epic Game Store, so it can look for the default folder location, and you can always choose a special folder location if you want, if you didn't put it in your normal one. Oh, I know what's going on now. I always forget this part. There we go. But yeah, if it's in the normal one, you just go to your Subnautica app folder, and from there you have your Subnautica, you'll have QMods, and under that you just basically unpack the folders themselves from the zip files, and it's just dump the folder in. That's all it is. There's really nothing more complicated than that. There's, you know, open zip file, grab the folder from it, dump it in, and of course I need enamel glass and titanium. Alright, let's see what yeah, I've got room, so time to go. We'll grab, I gotta grab titanium anyway, so I can climb. We'll grab the sea moth and head out to get supplies, as well as some stalker teeth. You know, gotta get some more of those because I don't have enough. Keep forgetting I need the stalker teeth for that particular thing. It's kind of a kind of actually a pain to make that top tier one. I guess that's why it's like, yeah, you're gonna get the best results from it, so it's worth the extra effort. Hi, Marshmallow. Alright, well, you know, if you're gonna stay on for a little bit longer, King Peeper, that's fine. If not, you know, go get your rest. It's always good to have enough sleep. Seems like the last few times I've come up here, it's always been nighttime. Or maybe that's just because nothing's like rendering right now. Oh yeah, it's trying to render. It's working on it. It's thinking. Now it's gotta meditate on it for a minute. There we go. Alright, we're gonna load up, of course, with the titanium from these. Which, oh yeah, look at that. Definitely want to get one of these down into the lava zone. That would just be super helpful. Especially if I have to go back down there to build anything else. Like, you know, titanium down there. Marshmallow, my day is going, you know, fair. As I told earlier, you know, I'm a little hoarse from having to talk really loud in a loud bar last night. But also, I've spent like 2 hours on the phone today with Apple and my credit card company because Apple blocked my card thanks to some charges that they somehow managed to apply my card to another account is the only way I can figure it because, you know, that's the only place it's come from. And they're saying that, you know, it's not their problem, so it's not been a good day so far on that. Good night, King Peeper. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, we got that. Let's go. It's just gonna be a scan. I need actual metal salvage. I need some stalker buddies. Actually, I just need metal salvage. I've got stalkers that I can bring out to play with me. At some point, I'll end up burning through all of my table coral samples again. There we go. Knew there had to be at least another one over here. Oh, I'll need that. I mean, yeah, it's titanium, but it's not worth the time right now. Oh, yeah, it's not the matter of the charges being reversed, Victory. The charges are getting reversed. It's a problem that I had to get a new card, and then after I added the card to the Apple account, that somehow I ended up getting another charge, fraudulent charge, made on my card through iTunes, but it was not charged, or the purchase was not made from my Apple account, and I am the only one accessing that account. So, you know, change password, change all that stuff. And what they did was block my new card. So, I'm having to get my credit card company complain directly to Apple for me on my behalf to unblock the card and allow me to use it because they said you can't use this card anymore. And it's a new card, you know, like 2 weeks old. So, it really made me mad. It was part of the reason, another reason why I'm hoarse a little bit and my voice is kind of, you know, my throat's bothering me a little bit because I got pretty mad today. I ended up having to hang up on Apple support because they made me so mad. And usually it's never been that way. What am I doing? I'm going to grab. Let me make sure I'm not running. Oh, yep, not running out of room. Okay. I don't think I actually need this right now, but you know, why not? Ah, no, 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 no. Wrong ones. There we go. And I'm going to just go in this way. Gonna grab some friends. Oh boy. Look at that lag just getting inside the hatch. Oh. Oh, great. Out of room. One stalker will work, technically. I'll come back and get another guy. I'm not going to let him be lonely out here. Actually, I don't think I can. I used all my room up, didn't I, in this? Yep, I have no more room. So, yeah, that's one lonely stalker for a moment. Hey, right off the bat, he knew what I was looking for. He just grabs it. Oh, he's playing with it. He's juggling. I mean, I've seen them grab them and drop them, but I've never seen them, like, bounce it off their head. You know? What, you hungry? That it? He's coming. Oh, no. No, he's not. I thought he was coming right at me. He just go... He is molesting my sea moth. I'm not liking this stalker. He's not being very friendly to me. Marshmallow, you're making a new song soon, okay? What song are you making? What style of song? Rock song, rap song, country song, jazz, Ewok, you know, themed, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with an Ewok styling to it, but I guess Ewok theme is the closest on that. I don't think it's so much of a trust issue with Apple. I mean, I've never had problems like this in the past with Apple. I've used Apple for years, you know, over 2 decades. It's just a matter of, you know, they said, oh, well, if the charge was fraudulent on your card, we have to block the card and we won't let you use the card again because you might get charged more fraudulent stuff. I'm like, that's fine. I understand that. But obviously, if there's a fraudulent problem with it, it's in the way the account's being handled, because I added the new card that I just got to my account, and 2 days later, I'm being hit with a fraudulent charge on that card from iTunes that is not being made from my Apple account. And so either it's set where somehow somebody else is getting their charges made on my credit card fraudulently, or somebody managed to get my account and access it and tie my information to theirs or something like that, and I've now fixed that. So work with me on this. You know, I'm not gonna get another card right away. And basically they said, well, that's your choice. So I was not happy with Apple support today. That was the first time I've ever really felt like they just flat out didn't care, and I let them know that's what I thought. So now my credit card company is telling them, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the card. You're going to accept it. And I just got to wait for that. Otherwise, you know, I told them, I said, if you can't fix this, then I guess I'm not buying anything through Apple anymore. You know, it's a matter of I have a choice of what I want to use to pay. And if you don't want to accept my payment, then you're not getting my, my money anymore. It's simple. You know, there's nothing more complicated than that. You go into a store and you say, I want to pay with this credit card. Oh, we won't accept that one. Okay, well, never mind. I'll go next door to your competitor and buy the stuff there instead, and they'll get my money. Yes, Amon Gamer, this is modded. That's why it's got a list of mods down in the description. Okay, I had more over here. Where'd you drop it? Somebody went and bit a piece of salvage and dropped a tooth. Where'd the piece of salvage go? Actually, 2 pieces. I had 3 pieces of salvage. Oh, now they're fighting. Good. Maybe I'll get a bunch more teeth. I finally got them in a loop. One of them wants it here, the other one wants it over there. That's right, guys. You just keep doing your little play thing. Just juggle. Where's the teeth? There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. No, I'm just gonna sit inside. We'll chill for a minute. Let them do their thing. Hopefully drop me a bunch of teeth. Hey, I'm gonna go over here. No, I don't think you can even drop the stalker teeth in the alien containment. I don't think it will. I'm pretty sure I've tried that in the past, just see, you know, and I don't believe it actually lets you even drop the teeth in the containment. Hello, Luke. Peter, you're getting Alien Isolation. You know, I've heard good and bad things about that. From a horror survival game, it's supposed to be really good. I'm just not big on horror survival games. Alright, which one of you two slacked off? Somebody has not been doing their job. One of you guys decided that he did not want to keep getting the metal salvage and moving it. One of you got hungry, I guess. So like, oh yeah, forget it. I'm going over here to eat. You can have the salvage. I'm tired of it. I am going to make you guys work again, or at least make one of them work. There he is. I was so hopeful they were just going to do a back and forth thing very nice and neatly, and one of them gave up. Where'd he go? Like, seriously, where did he go? See you. Where? So he dropped that one piece and said, you know what? I'm going to go get food. And apparently the other one went to get food and never came back. Obviously, they get distracted quite easily. What is there a whip I can make in the game? You know, crack the whip and get them back to work. Let's see. Plants and seeds. Plants and seeds. Oh, that's right. I did this so I'd have something to nibble on while down here. Get my water level up a little bit. Oh, if I can target that. There we go. Try for one more, and then I'm just taking their play toys away. Hey, another one. Alright, so that's 4, 5 teeth now. I think it's 5. I think he just relocated where he... Yeah. He just changed his mind where he wants the metal salvage to sit. He wants it up there. Which, I mean, honestly, that works better for me. I don't know what's going on up there, dude. Why are you so interested in that? can't make up his mind. That boomerang's stuck. Oh, this is better. You know, I like this. Timmy, you want a nibble? Because, oh, he just got a nibble. I heard it. Ha ha ha. He is so lazy when he does this. He's just like, I don't even want this. But never mind. Oh yeah, I do want this, huh? Huh? Hey, what? Again, today is his adoption anniversary. It's been 1 year since I adopted him. Adopt, don't shop. Adopt a dog or a cat. If you want a companion, you know, pet, go adopt one. You'll never find a more loving one than one you get and rescue from a shelter where they feel abandoned. You know, they want companionship. If they feel like they've been left, then they'll be the most loving, caring dog you could ever ask for, or cat. Hey, another tooth. I'm liking this stalker better. The other one's a weakling. He gave up, ran away. Alright, I think he might be actually on a roll. We can leave him in place for a moment. Trust that he's going to keep working proudly to, you know, fix the salvage the exact way he wants it. Well, thank you, Luke K. Thanks to East Rust. Oh, wait, hey. Oh, he moved. So it's like, as long as I am watching him, he's like, okay, I'll work. But if I stop watching him, I'll just leave him do his own thing. He slacks off. The other one ran away. That's disappointing. Hi. Look. There you go. You want to give me one more tooth? One more. Where are you going with it now? He's trying to bury it. It's a dog. It's not a stalker. That's a dogfish. Not you, Timmy. Not a dog, just a dogfish. As a dogfish, he's trying to bury it in the backyard. See, he's rubbing against the ground, you know, trying to scratch his back. He's a dogfish. And they got the big canine teeth for it. Timmy heard dog too many times. He got excited. And now he's like, alright, back to sleep. Dogs, yeah, I've heard that research thing that, you know, dogs trigger the same thing as when we see cute children. You're like, oh, it's so cute. You know, that kind of effect. Even like ugly dogs, we see it, we're like, oh, such a cute dog. Alright, I've got... That's right, I gotta make the last piece. There we go. So we got... Right? I'm about to say, come on, I know I've got the stuff for the glass. There we go. Okay, we're going to test this. Right here. Just local. Nowhere too far away, because I want to see how this works. And if this works the way I want it to, then I should have this, like, pulling power from here. If not, then, you know, we'll try power transmitter. Guess I could have just worried about this part first before doing all that. Yeah, it's not drilling. You know what? Let's leave it. We're gonna try the battery. I'll probably end up ditching the battery, but yeah, let's try the battery just to see what it does. I don't know exactly how this gets recharged or anything. not making a battery in it that you go and swap out. So we'll try this. I quit doing that. I hate the ladders in this, but I hate them even more in No Man's Sky. Alright, there we go. Modules, okay. We're gonna do focus. Obviously, we gotta put the drill at the bottom. Run it off of battery power. Well, okay, where's the battery? Oh, battery attached. Ah, okay. So it's got 4 on it. I guess it's the same 4 pieces regardless of whether you're using... it's not like each one is 4 batteries. That's interesting. Let's go and get batteries. And that might be something I can use. After all, down below, you'd think we'd have a thermal plant option if we got a solar panel, but I guess, you know, it's kind of hard to say we're going to get a thermal conductor thing or whatever. Maybe they could just, like, because this is an FC Studios mod, maybe give us an option to do something like, you know, the power transmitter, a power transmitter coupler. It said battery. I'm gonna just take regular 4 batteries, and if that works, then I'll swap out like some ion batteries for it. Let's just go this way, easier way. What type of dog is Timmy? He is listed as a dachshund, but depending on how you hold his ears, he either looks like a dachshund, he looks like a terrier, or he looks like, actually, he looks kind of like he's got some miniature pinscher in him, too. So he's got a few different dogs, but he's predominantly considered a dachshund. Dachshund, however you say it. Deep driller battery. Okay. So that did not work. You know what? Before I go up and grab a power cell and find out that that's not the fits either, I would assume if it works with an ion power cell, it'll work with a power cell, period. Yeah, okay, so it's power cells. Which is good for me. I mean, I would,
Emergency power. Oxygen
find the target. There we go. You know, that's good for me. I can use the, I just stick with the power cells that I have left over from the Cyclops when I swapped over to ion power. I still need to dock at some point. I don't know why I'm really doing that. I mean, I won't have to go to the same container anyway. There we go. So we'll see how long the power cells last on it. Peter's dog is Mr. Cupcake. Is it like a small, cute dog? I hope he's not like a super big dog. And yes, his legs are longer than a pure dachshund. He's not purebred by any means. He's definitely a mutt. But that's why I think he looked to me like he's got more of a terrier style to him. But from the test, they said he's more of he's predominantly dachshund. And, or dachshund, however you want to say it again. And then he's got, like, I guess terrier, maybe some miniature pinscher in him, something like that. Alright, so that's running. I need to set the specifics. What do we want? Oh, cool. That's where, yeah, we see the battery. So 4 batteries. That's why we have that. Oh. Okay, you know what? We're going to power down. Because I'm actually going to... What? You know, seems to have a delay. Wait, really? Alright, you know what? I'm just taking the batteries out. There we go. Alright, let's take the mods out because we're going to carry this down into the lava zone. That's where this is going to go. And now I know... Oh, yeah, I got to get some ores from it. There we go. Nice. So this will work. And we're going to do that down there, and I'm going to put a power cell charger on the wall in the lab area down in the lava zone, so we have a way to recharge these down there. And there we go. Yeah, the ion batteries, it seems to be specific to the power cells. Neat so on that, rather than being ion, or it being just batteries not allowed. It seems to be, you know, based on the size factor, that power cells are much bigger. You know what, actually, I'm not even going to worry about that. We're going to go full-fledged and make, because I've got tons of ion cubes. Why not, you know, use them. I believe I have everything else I need. Now I'm going to have to make a lot of batteries. That's alright. I have that one battery that I rotate out, so we'll just do that. We'll make 4 batteries real quick, and then that should give plenty of power for it. And actually use some ion cubes up again. Third reason I have 6 of the ion cube generators is to have plenty of ion cubes. Also to drain as much power as I can from the base at a time. I may do another stack of water purifiers. Yeah, he seems to be pretty good as far as his healthiness, especially considering when I got him, he was recovering from surgery from having heartworms removed. So he had weakness in how active he could be. He couldn't, like, he started, you know, he would not tire out from, like, you know, lack of energy. It would just be his heart would start beating too hard and hurting him. So he wouldn't be very active. Now he's, you know, you throw a ball outside and he's off like a bullet. You know, is that he's gone unless he can't see where it's going. If it's like a very high bouncing ball, then the instead he's sitting there trying to find it. He does like a, you know, old, you know, Looney Tunes. He does like a Pepe Le Pew type thing where he just bounds through the grass or whatever looking for the ball, and then as soon as he sees where it lands and he's locked on, it's bullet mode. So he's pretty active now. He's staying pretty healthy. I know he got a good report a few weeks back from the vet when we went and had him checked to make sure he's still good from his, you know, no heartworms, as heart and lungs are good. So yeah. Hello, Danilo. Thanks for joining in from Uruguay. You're catching at least a good chunk of the live stream still. Now, I think actually I'm just going to do I'm going to get the driller set up because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to end up having it like not want to work right because all the materials I need are up in the Cyclops. I'm going to set up 2 ion cube generators for the driller mechanism. Or ion cube, not ion. I want to create 2 power cell chargers for the ion power cells that I'm using with it. I don't think it'd be a problem. It looked like it was draining from one and then would do rotation, not like draining them all at the same time. Like bioreactor drains a bit from each fish and rotation. It looked like it's just, here's one. When one is out, then it goes to 2. Gives you time to swap out power cells without having to let it sit there and fail. Of course, I would hope you're coming back regularly enough to check these, because if you're not, you're probably going to run into a problem where, you know, they run out of room to collect anything. or they break. And that did not need to be used anymore because that was going up there. Now it was going there to there to there to there to there to there. So where are we gonna put the drill? We need a good spot, and I feel like, you know what, this is good enough. It's movable. It's just based on where it is in the area. It doesn't matter where you place it in terms of what it can harvest. It's just what materials are available in the biome that it can see. Oh yeah, I still have that ion battery. I'll swap and upgrade one of my spots. There we go. Alright, let's see. I got 61 on that. Let's say that. I put no regular battery in that. Regular or ion battery in that. Well, I guess we're going to swap out the ion battery in there. And now let's see if I can actually build these in here. We're gonna. I filled up all the walls too much. And that I need a picture there. So, guess we're going. Doing the moon pool. What's this? Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna do the moon pool. I don't like that though. Mount it to the cabinet. Oh yeah, there we go. You know what? Instead of doing two, we'll do one. I feel. Yeah, of course. I've got to. All my stuff is up top, way too far away from here for it to use it. I'll have to go redo that later. But let's see. Alright, that's going. Should be just pulling random stuff right now. The one titanium. So kind of not. Sulfur. The aluminum oxide, ruby, diamond, titanium. That's all we're getting right here. We're going to do titanium focus because I'll need that down here. And so, yeah. There you go. A nice, easy way to get some resources. As long as you get the right resources to build it. Hey, Tiny. What's up? How's it going? Thanks for joining in. So I got titanium production there. I've got ruby going up top at the mountain, which technically I can now, if I really want to, turn that to ruby there and let the one on the mountain be the magnetite. Kind of interesting it's not picking up magnetite right there, since magnetite is actually available in the mountain, the lava mountain. So apparently I'm at that crossing point that I'm in, you know, counts as a different biome. Oh, I still need to make some prawn suits. I need 2 more prawn suits. I'll do one for the other lab in the tunnel, regular research type one, and then I'm gonna do a prawn suit for the end of the tunnel in the lava zone. That's like more military style. It has like the cannon on it for, you know, launching stuff at the big meanie when he comes in to bite it. Oh yeah, I need to put that into the charger so I'll remember where it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
And while I'm here, you know what? Easiest way, instead of going out and trying to find the supplies for it, Just build it, break it down. There we go. Hi, Totster. Thanks for joining in. Will ever be playing Lego games, Peter? No. I'm sorry. I just don't. As much as Lego is basically, you know, like the original version of Minecraft, you know, before Minecraft, I'm just not interested in the Lego style. You know, I like the, you know, this type visual style. I just don't have an interest in the Lego games. Alright, let's take this back down, because it's so much faster to go this way than walk all the way down. I want a short-range teleporter mod. Put one up at the top area, one at the very bottom area in the lava zone, so I can just, you know, like the little teleporters in No Man's Sky. Walk up to it, click, teleport to the teleporter in the lava zone at the other end of the base, and then bam, I'm there. Don't have to walk, I don't have to swim, just done. I don't know why there's a yellow look to the vertical connectors as they're trying to render in the distance. It's obviously, oh, it's got to be the ladder. So it's showing the inside ladder, not the outer shell of it. That's funny, the ladder actually, it renders the inside contents of it that you normally don't even bother seeing before it renders the outer shell. I think that could have been done a little bit more efficiently. Just say render the outer part first. Alright, there we go. Now I have recharge for my power cells. Titanium, that one piece of ruby that came in there. If I need kyanite or sulfur, I can turn it on to that. We got 96%. It's only draining slightly faster than the drill itself is wearing down in terms of the repair status. So not bad. It actually worked pretty decently. I still think it'd be nice if they add, and if anybody from FC Studios is listening, I haven't seen CC jump on yet. Or I don't think he actually jumped in the last time either. But I have like the solar panel part, the battery part, so you can do it remotely, and then do a, you know, power transmitter part that will tie it into a power transmitter, and that, like, it's part of the base, so you can have a whole set of them powering off of the base, or off of at least, say, one thermal plant sits there and it's producing enough power per second to maintain two of them. You know, you can have that power transmitter and have it act like it's a base mechanic. That would be nice. If it goes to zero life, it just disappeared. No, I don't think it disappears. I think it's just it stops working because it's not so much the life of the miner, it's more the life of the drill itself. So rather than having it where you have to keep making more drill bits, you're just basically repairing the drill bit. And again, it's just for convenience. This helps so much. And letting me do like that and just easy access to everything. And then, you know, I come here. If I dump it in here, it goes all the way back up top as the other part of the base. Because it goes to the auto sorter, the mechanics up there. The auto sorter works as part of the base. Anywhere in the base. It's the Easy Craft mod only works either inside the base or within 100 meters. And I'm pretty sure, let's see, if we go to the mods, go in here and, ooh, what? Oh yeah, Easy Craft, range 100 meters, use lockers at distance off or inside. So, you know, I've got it set to inside, but every time I tried this, it doesn't work. Unless, you know, like, oh, maybe it's working now. Maybe something was bugged because I've had it where it would not work in the past. Where it was like I had to load the game save or restart the game for it to work. Wow, that's said it was still sorting. Alright, well that's good to know it's working correctly now. Oh, that nice, lovely spot there. I really don't need this now. Other than for looks. Let's do a nice little drive around. Gonna go boop some fish. That'd be kind of interesting also, a mod, if anybody FC Studios hears this part of the video later or joins in a minute. Have some kind of thing like here we have the little sonic deterrents. Maybe a little deployable force field type thing. You know, like it'll use like a power cell and like you set it down and it provides a force field that you can deploy around you. So you go up there, you hit the button, and it creates a little force field around you to protect you, a shield. Like, or you know, not just around you, like a bubble. So it'd be kind of interesting. You could use something similar to the driller. So you come up, you hit the button, and it generates a bubble force field shield around you that protects you from injury and drains the power cells during that time. So you could do the same sort of, you know, something like that visual. Let's go take a look at it. Something like that. Take the legs off. You have a mod for battery or, yeah, it'd just be batteries. Just do batteries on that or the power cells. So you have it built in. All you do is you get there, you run up, hit the button, and boom, little force field that goes around you, and you can't go through it, but nothing can come through from the other side too. So that would be kind of interesting to have. That way you could be like, here's my little safety space. I'm going to deploy one of these. Let's say around the active lava zone with the big dragon, you want to go down there and you're trying to do something like that. Or in the theme of, you know, this research station, they could go there, use that to protect themselves from attack, and then when he goes back off somewhere else, loses interest, you you know, disable it and go back to your work. Now, just a suggestion. Well, you know, we're coming up on 2-hour mark, and I just realized I have not actually even mentioned this again since the beginning. But yes, there is a new post on the community tab if you haven't checked it out already. I'll be switching my YouTube videos up this week. Not the live streams. Live streams going to stay the same. It's going to be the videos. I'm cutting back from such a wide range of games, and I'm going to do just 2 main games each week for video purposes. One game will be videos on Mondays and Thursdays. The second game will be videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. And we'll keep to the No Man's Sky and Subnautica live streams right now. As soon as the Below Zero full content release hits, once it's out there, that will be one of my 2 games a week. I'll probably take a break from Die Young and go with that. Definitely going to keep Plant Nomads going for a while. But yeah, right now Plant Nomads, Die Young will be the 2 videos, or 2 games I'm doing videos for this week. And then we'll just see what happens on the 31st. If they keep to their intended, or what they announced, the release date would be October 31st, possibly for full content release. Peter, got your game yesterday, the WWE 2020. You know what's funny is after you mentioned that last time, you said you were getting ready to get that game. I guess, and this goes back to, I love seeing the things that, Facebook or Mark Zuckerberg admitted that even if you tell it to not use your microphone, it still uses your microphone, because right after that, I got a ad on Facebook for that exact game. And my phone's not even near me right now. It's in the other room, but apparently it's picking up through Facebook that I mentioned that WWE 2020. Reading your messages last time, and yeah, I had an ad on Facebook right after the stream for that exact game. That made me mad. That made me to the point I was about to uninstall a Facebook app. Because I'm not supposed to have the microphone access on. It's turned off, and yet, like I saw the other day, apparently, or supposedly, Mark Zuckerberg admitted that even if you tell them not to do that, they still do it. Like, no, don't use my microphone, and it does anyway. And, like, his excuse was something to the lines of, well, everybody else is doing it. Like, Amazon's doing it with Alexa, so why can't we?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Luke, I have not played Satisfactory since I decided to take a break from it, because I haven't even paid attention to any updates. It's still installed, and I know I've still gotten like updates installed, or little patch fixes installed, but I have not bothered even opening it. I haven't bothered looking at any news on it, because I'm not finding any reason to do so. I did not, at the beginning it had a nice flow to it, but towards the end, it felt so much like I was just doing a job rather than actually playing a game that I was just like, I can't keep doing this. It's just not fun. It became too much of a workflow rather than game time. And I no longer felt like I was playing a game. And unfortunately just have had not even a single bit of interest to try it again. Yes, Victory, that Facebook, and that's why I do not use any Amazon Alexa stuff. I knew that was going to be the case with them, that they would be, listening in nonstop, even if they say it's just to fix things with like how they interpret stuff. No, I don't trust Amazon with Alexa on that, so I won't do that. Paul, I have said that after Alpha 10 with Empyrean, I am taking a long break from the game. Alpha 9 really made the game unenjoyable, like to the point it was frustrating to play. Alpha 10 just made the game, playable, but absolutely dull. I put in almost 12 hours of game time on Alpha 10, and I would say I had maybe 5 minutes of actual fun, actual enjoyable time during that. And that was when I attacked, my first NPC base, and it took me all of 5 minutes to beat it. It was not difficult. Obviously it fit some of that frustrating stuff they had implemented in the A9 release that caused so many people frustration on that. But, if I ever come back to Empyrean again, it will probably not be until at least they say, we're done, this is full release. No more alpha updates, no beta updates. Here's full release. Bug fixes, yes, but no more new content type stuff. Because I just, it's one thing for it to be frustrating to play. It's another thing to be that, it's just not fun. It's just boring. When it was frustrating, it gave me a headache every time. Alpha 10 just made it where I just, anything felt like it was a better game to play than that. I would have, if you were asking me, like somebody asked earlier about Minecraft, if I was playing Alpha 10 right now on the stream, I'll probably be like, you know what? Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's stop the game and go play some Minecraft, is what I would do. I would play pretty much anything else right now than Empyrean, because it's just so boring with Alpha 10. I need a use for all these batteries, other than just trashing them. Well, that's funny. I need a trash can in here. I need a place to get rid of crap. Because I've got a lot of crap. I want in front of the door. I'll make this work. There we go. And again, I'm out of titanium. Not like I did just grab a bunch of titanium. I'm just, you know, already out again. Let's see. Yeah. I haven't been at the other drillers in a while, so that I might have a full amount of titanium from that pair. I've been busy with other stuff, so. Yeah, I wish they would stop worrying about, let's just add all these crazy new features and really look at what people are saying instead of ignoring what a lot of people are saying. Like, that was one thing that's bothered me about Alpha 9. I was looking at the release notes and I see something about, hey, we listened to your complaints, your concerns, your questions, and here's a fix for this. And I'm looking at the forums, I'm looking at reviews, I'm looking at all this stuff, and I'm not seeing a single mention about that thing that they said they've listened to, and here's the fix for it. The stuff that people are complaining about, or were complaining about with Alpha 9, they just kept, like, you know, blowing it away, just ignoring it. You know, they were dodging fixing stuff because people didn't like the new features. They didn't like some of the changes, and they were just like, well, we don't want to say flat out, this is what you get. But they also didn't fix anything. And there we go, full storage. The only thing I can see FC Studios doing to make this better right here, because I actually do like the battery thing, and like I said, doing a, you know, an option of having it tie in with a power transmitter, so you could use it with, say, a thermal plant. The other thing they could do is have some sort of piping thing, like, just me playing No Man's Sky recently and looking at, you know, some of the build options. Having a, you know, pipe system that you could sit there and say, hey, we're going to, you know, build off of this and direct the outputs here. So when you run out, or think, you know, even Planet Nomad's conveyor system. When the storage space here is filled up, it then sends up the pipe elsewhere. I would think more, not, you know, instead of the pipe, it replaces the internal storage and just sends out the pipe to wherever it is you want it to be stored. So you have like a big storage container here, or even have it where if you've got a base close enough by, you can pipe it to the base and just have this sort of stuff like piping right into the base itself and just producing stuff for use. You don't even have to go out to grab it. You just have to come out and do repairs every now and then. Like that, 64%, you know, 63% needed some repair work. There we go. That means the one at the mountains probably has got to be full of ruby as well, I'm sure. Spanish did a Q&A on the new ones. I see, again, I'm just not even, it's much like Satisfactory. The last time I played it, you know, last hours of gameplay, after that experience, I have actually no interest in even bothering looking at it right now. If I suddenly see, hey, Empyrean has gone full release, I'll look and see. You know, I'll give it another try. But it's why I did, like, almost 12 hours of game time before I even decided if I was going to do video or live streams again. And I, you know, ultimately decided, no, I'm not doing this. Because I'm just absolutely bored with it. There's no way I could sit there and do even a live stream with Empyrean right now. It was so dull to play. Yeah, that's only thing with No Man's Sky. I know I've personally feel No Man's Sky would absolutely rip Empyrean apart right now if No Man's Sky allowed for building custom vehicles. Because in terms of the overall functionality, No Man's Sky is, you know, years ahead of Empyrean in terms of how well the game runs, how good it looks, the how big of the universe is. So you get all these different places that you can go. There's so much more content to it, really, than Empyrean has. And, you know, I know it's a different approach in, you know, design development from different teams. But yeah, it's definitely well ahead of Empyrean. And if it just allowed players to build custom ships, I think Empyrean would be struggling right now to keep people from diverting from it to playing No Man's Sky. I think there'd be a lot of people leaving Empyrean and just be like, yep, No Man's Sky is it because it has a lot of the same things and more. You'll be watching Audrey and Just Jordan 33 play Minecraft. Okay, Peter, I'm not even sure who they are because I don't even watch Minecraft stuff anymore. And the ones I always watched were not live streamers. They were ones that, you know, would play for 10 or 15 hours just gathering supplies and then build something that took them days to put together. And did, you know, puts my stuff here to shame. You know, something that produces 1 million pieces of watermelon per hour in Minecraft. Not that you need 1 million pieces of watermelon.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But you can do that. Or maybe it wasn't 1 million pieces an hour. It's like 100,000 pieces per hour, something like that, you know. I remember seeing one that they did a watermelon thing that would hold 2 million pieces of watermelon. Like the slices. And automatically produce them. And, you know, it was just... I was like, there's no need for that. I understand the theme of being go big or go home. And in that case, sure, they were streaming while they... on Twitch while they gathered supplies only. Not the building process. But still, you know, that to me, that makes me think if I was to do that, that would be the equivalent of me sitting here saying, you know what? I don't want just 25,000 power. I want 250,000 power on the base. And I would build, oh yeah, a lot more thermal plants, nuclear reactors, things like that. And be like, that's what I want. You know, that... I don't need it, but I'm going for that extreme. Oh, Paul on... Okay, No Man's Sky, repair the freighters. So I'm assuming what you're talking about there, what you're asking about is, like me, you sent their freighters out on a mission. You got all these messages saying they've taken damage. And they had to, you know, do you want to keep going? You want to come back kind of thing. So you withdrew your freighters, they're back. And, you're like, okay, they can't go out because they've got components damaged. So it's a little surprising to me in the way they did that, because it seems like the freighters, they're treated like a platform, but they're not treated differently like a full base. But it's basically, if you go near the freighters, it's going to show little landing pads, the little glowy green landing pads. It's not going to suck you in automatically. You're going to have to still go up there, I think, and hit land, you know, like you would on a planet. But you'll see the landing pads, you get out, you've got gravity, you walk around, and it'll tell you there's components damaged, and it'll let you mark the components. And then you have to walk around all these railings, climb up ladders, do stuff like that. And it basically is like, it puts you into a base kind of compound or confinement, because you can jump off of a piece of a platform and fall. So don't try that. I don't know what happens if you fall off the base. You might get respawned, or you might fall through space and die. I don't know. But you'll basically see all these pieces around there. You go in there, it's the terminal, you open it up, it says it needs to be repaired. Kind of like working with a, you know, the one of the broken machinery things, damaged machinery. You'll open it up, it'll say these components need to be repaired. You put this stuff in, it fixes it. It's kind of actually cumbersome in my opinion, but it does at least work from the thing that it's its own ship. You have to go in there and actually go look at the components. Yeah, I kind of agree, you know, Victory, about like, you know, they don't get a normal childhood. Yes, because whether, you know, it's like the kids, Ryan Plays or whatever, you know, they're making millions a year. He's got his own toy line at, Walmart, you know. The thing for me about that is it's not so much just they're not getting that normal life, you know, because they're doing this sort of thing, but it's setting them up to say, you know, instead of the kid doing the work, really, the kid's doing some of it, but the parents are, you know, it's kind of like child actors. The kids are doing the part that makes the money in the end, but the parents are managing them. It's nice that they're getting money that can fund them for college and everything, but you're also kind of teaching them, you don't have to go to college, really. You make money doing this. So you see some of those children, you know, child actors that have a bad life in the end because they didn't have to worry about normal school growing up, you know, normal life growing up. So yeah, there's definitely some merit to people not doing that quite so much with their kids, but same time, some channels that are not super big, you know, that is not the point of the getting big. It's a point of, it's a project for them to do with their kids. You know, parents want to be able to interact with their kids and do something that their kids will be interested in, and of course that's kind of the modern thing now. You know, it is YouTube teaching the kids, you know, how to do video editing. And I've actually heard of some YouTubers who that's what they do for fun. You know, they'll have stuff they do with their kids, video projects where they're doing a video and teaching their kids how to edit, like actually having their kids help them edit the video. So it depends on the way it's approached, I would say. You know, childhood actors, if they're not just given, here's all your money when you turn 18, but it's like, all right, we're going to set you up. We're going to, you know, at this point, we're going to cut you off. You're going to go to good school, and then you can have the money and use it for college because we want to impress upon you how important it is to go to college, stuff like that, then fine. You know, I can understand that. But if it's just like, all right, you've been making money all these years, and we've been taking advantage of it, and now we can't anymore. You're old enough, you get the money. Then you're probably leaving them up to the point that they're going to do something with it that, you know, they're going to blow it. They're going to have problems. I don't want to fix any more of those right now. I don't have 2 of the mods, and the Sea Breeze is still not working right. Actually, I've got plenty of water. Oh, yeah, that's... Let me think. Where is it? Where is it? Getting confused. There we go. Yes, that's right. I do have peepers. Alien containment full of peepers and Reginals. And it might just be me, but it looks like the Reginals have a few more than the peepers. It does look like the Reginals have respawned at a faster rate. Because I tend to take the same amount out every time. If I take 5 peepers out, I take 5 Reginals out. We're going to dump those in. Let's see. We'll just do... Well, yeah, why bother with the fish? The fish stay alive in normal containments. We're going to cook a couple of Reginals. Alright, you're welcome for the info, Paul. Yeah, it's, you know... Becoming a YouTube star is much like, oh, I'm going to become a rock star, you know, was in the 80s and 90s. Because it's assumed it's going to be some super easy thing. And they don't realize how difficult it can actually be to become big on YouTube. How much work can actually go into it. You know, they can see these kids making lots of money as the kids are not doing it. The parents are doing most of the work. Yes, the kids are in the video. But you got the parents handling the editing in a lot of cases. You got the parents handling the marketing, you know, dealing with all the business aspects. You get these kids that are just like, you know, it's not going to happen. I say, if you're going to do it, it's going to be because you're willing to put in the work. And there are some YouTubers, and I know I'm not kind of wandering around aimlessly right now because I'm doing a lot of talking. But there's a YouTuber I was actually listening to an interview with the other day where she was, you know, started a channel where she was like 16, 17 or something like that. And she ended up deciding she went and bought all these clothes, you know, from a designer when they released their new series out, their new season set out. She bought them all, made a video right away, put it up, and ended up getting that designer to end up adding her video to a playlist. So within a month, she had gone from, you know, starting to 30,000 subscribers and like 2 million views on that video. So, you know, she ended up just doing the right thing at the right time and got, you know, it's like the stars and planets aligned and made it perfect for her. And she kept that momentum going and has grown it into a full-time thing where, you know, she is a full-time YouTuber, but she put in the work after that. It wasn't like she just was magically done. She had to go and put in work. And she did. And she's still doing it. You know, she's like 300,000 subscribers or something now. Continuing to grow and continuing to do this as a full-time job. And I think some cases like that, yes, the high schoolers think that's just going to happen for them. You know, at one point I thought, you know, becoming a knowledgeable guitarist, going to school for it, and learning all this stuff, I was guaranteed to get, you know, a career in music and do that and be the big rock star on stage. And no, you know, part of it is, you know, skill and making, working hard to make things happen. Part of it is strictly luck. I'm just gonna chop these up because I think I've got enough gel sacks for now. And I just realized I don't think I actually repaired the drill over at the mountain. I think I'm actually going to take some of these out too. We'll do like 3 rows over here, yeah. Make it match up a little bit better. There we go, got some more deep shrooms. I'll just do... And of course it plants in that order. Then we're gonna go back to the ruby spot because I want to repair it, because I'm pretty sure I forgot that, and then I want to switch it to magnetite again. I think I got enough ruby for now. Oh yeah, definitely working behind computers now is the way to go. You know, I mean, I did a little bit in school, but most of what I learned was from hands-on stuff. I did, you know, classes in college for it, and most of the classes I knew more than what anybody else did in the class. And I work in IT. You know, it's a better career path because that's what's running the world now, you know. More and more jobs are going to be pushed away to automation through computers, through kiosks, tablets, things like that. So yeah, knowing computer stuff is a way to kind of secure yourself right now for the future in terms of work and being able to learn new things related to, you know, computers and IT type stuff. Not to say doing YouTube isn't a good option if you use it as a way to learn a skill or develop a skill, learn video editing, learn marketing, use it to work on a resume, say I do video on YouTube and I know how to make these videos. Yeah, I can agree to that sort of thing, using it as a mechanic for gaining knowledge. That's how I started this. I wanted to learn video editing, and rather than just trying to go out shoot video and frustrate myself with bad lighting and all that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do video games. And I kind of turned into more of a, I like the games, I like doing the content, I like the live chats with people, so I've stuck with it. But all this started because I wanted to learn more about video editing, and I had never had any real cause to learn it. You know, I learned stuff for Photoshop to do photo retouching for stuff when I was in a band. I learned, you know, audio editing and mixing and stuff like that when I was in a band, so I could do more. I wanted to learn video, so I did that, and now it's kind of taken a little life of its own from there. But You know, that's what I started with on this. And let's see. Okay, I've got things replanted. Some things replanted. I can still go do some more planting. Actually, I think, where is it? I think I got it still in here because let's have, nope, that one. Nope, I took the planter out. Think maybe I put one down there. I can't remember. I feel like I did. Just because I would need one out here. No, I did not. Apparently, for some reason, I decided not to put a planting or a plant fabricator, the seeds fabricator out here. Well, let's put it here. We'll do some building. Whoa, 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 whoa. What am I missing? Oh, no way. No way am I missing silver again. No. No. I had tons of silver, tons of gold. No way I'm missing that again. Come on. That way. Yeah, I think if you're gonna be a YouTuber, if you want to do something on YouTube, pick something that you actually are, you know, contributing. Like, I'm trying to be entertaining, but also informative on the games themselves. You know, there are people who try to be just entertaining, you know, doing funny reviews, stuff like that. I accept it. I don't like people like, you know, people that are disrespectful about how they go about things. You know, Logan Paul, with that whole thing where he went into the you know, forest with the suicides, everything. I think that's what it was. That got him in so much trouble. You know, that is not the YouTuber to be. I think that is, you know, he is just a horrible example of what to strive for as a YouTuber. You know, yes, he may know some video editing tricks. He might be good about that. Might be good at marketing, but he did not do he did not focus on the morality of some of the stuff he is doing too. You should be a moral person about it too. It's the same thing with business ethics. And now I'm getting tongue-tied from my mouth dried out. Business ethics. You should be ethical in what you do, moral about everything. Don't go do something like what he did. And then there's YouTubers who are like, you know, I'm good at this, so I'm going to try and help other people by sharing my knowledge. You know, I see it as a good way to get into creating, like, you know, coursework, being a teacher. If you could show you are able to teach, you know, pretty well on YouTube, you know, that's a good thing in terms of resume, and also a good way to say, hey, I make extra money by doing these videos, you know. And maybe at some point, if you're really good at making videos that educate people, you get enough people subscribing and viewing, you get enough ad revenue, you might turn around and say, hey, I've made a course that's available if you want to buy it on how to do this, or I'm teaching people how to cook, so here's my cookbook with my personal recipes, and you sell it and make money that way. Sure, because you're, you know, you do some work like that. You're sharing knowledge. That's what the internet's about, sharing knowledge. And I thought it might have some silver down here. I was wrong. Hello, Jessica. Thanks for joining in. And yes, that's, you know, if you look at my channel, my popular videos, of course, is still the tip videos for Subnautica. And it's not because I am especially entertaining on Subnautica, because then you'd have all my regular videos being huge too. You know, I'd have 3,000 people watching me right now if that was the case. It's the fact that I actually didn't just play the game and gloss over things or throw stuff out there. It was, I tried to break things down. I looked at it from a scientific, data-driven standpoint. How does this mechanic work? And that's why, you know, some of my other stuff has worked well too. It's all, think about it from a case of, why does this work this way? You know, and there are YouTubers out there that do that. Why, you know, Vsauce. I think it's Vsauce's name. I've seen it before. You know, they break stuff down and teach you something. You learn. That's really the benefit, the real value of YouTube is being able to learn stuff or get some entertainment. Channels that just sit there and rip off, like, oh yeah, here's a... I just copied the movie trailer from here and I'm going to post it up here and try to get some ad revenue before, you know, with hopefully not get flagged for it or do something like that. Somebody who paid, there's supposedly somebody who paid to run an ad which showed like the entire Avengers in-game movie as the ad. Carrot Mountain Drill. Ah, I forgot again. Thank you, man. It'll last until we get back over there next. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos, Victory, and they helped you out. You know, that's... I always say one of the things that I found to be how I would say I stood apart. If you looked on the forums, you looked at everybody, all these other tip videos saying, what's the best fish in the game to eat, or the best thing to put in the bioreactor, you'd have all these different things. And, you know, people saying, for the bioreactor, best fuel source. Obviously, the popular choice was the alien feces, sea trader poop. And I said, okay, is it really that good? I wanted to know, why is it so good? And I set out to confirm that it is the best one. And I found it that from a data specific standpoint, from looking at the raw numbers, that as much as people might want to say in their opinion it's the best, in terms of the actual values in the game, is far from being the best. You know, it's 300 power for 4 slots of storage, which breaks down to 75 per slot. You get an Oculus, it's over 600 per slot. You fill up a bioreactor with 4 Sea Trader pieces, the new Halloween candy from Subnautica. You put that in there, you got 1200 power. You put in all Oculus, like the full amount of Oculus that can fit in there, 20 or 16, and it was like about 20,000 power. There's a big difference there. And yet, even despite that, I've still had people come in and comment on that video saying, no, the Sea Trader, don't watch the video. Simple answer, Sea Trader poop is the best. You know, they don't even bother looking to see that the numbers prove that wrong. You know, it's one thing to say, in my opinion, it's this. You know, people say, hey, in my opinion, I still like the lantern tree fruit press because it's easy to grab a bunch of it. Sure, if that's what you want to use, go ahead. I'd rather use the Oculus because, you know, it produces so much power, and you put him in an alien containment, let him go, and you're done. You're set. That's why you see a bioreactor mod available that allows you to dump everything out or automatically pull stuff from the alien containments as opposed to automatically stripping plants for their parts, like the lantern fruit. Okay, so that's done. We just gotta let it run real quick, and then we're gonna go to the mountain to repair things. I'm gonna repair that. Did I have stuff in it? No, I didn't. That's right. I dumped everything already. I dumped it in the other spot. I was gonna go get silver. I think I've got silver at the mountain. I think it has silver on the options there. Jessica, you're scared about the whole game? Why are you so scared about the game? The Reapers are just big teddy bears. They just want to cuddle you with their mouth mandibles, like you know, a cuddly predator doll. Well, thank you, Victory Shout. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Like I said, thank you, Casper. And nope, I was wrong. No silver here. All right, 42%. We're repairing it. There we go, and we'll dump this out. I'll go find silver elsewhere. Somewhere I will find a silver spot, and I just got some magnetite there too. Like doing that. Oh, we are actually at the 2.5 hour mark, or just past it. This is normally part where we do attempts to break the game. Just because it's funny, see if I can break the game, especially considering the fact of how much I've got going. You think if somebody's going to break the game, I would break the game. Because I've already got the base that's at the point of breaking the game. And yet, I've still been managed to, you know, do some really crazy things with commands and it not break. So, one suggestion I remember seeing was spawning like a ton of floaters underneath, I think it was the life pod. But what I'm going to do, we're going to stay close by. And once I get this all emptied out, I'm going to save. So I'll be glad to actually get food before I save. So I've got my levels maxed out. That'll keep me from having to refill for a little bit. Wrong floor. There we go. We're gonna try to break something. Just to be funny. Oof. Oh, and I forgot I put it in there. Okay. I didn't put it in the storage on the sea moss, so that's fine. We'll just dump it there. That's why I have dumping spots all around. And we'll change it up. We'll get some lantern fruit. How about that? I've got enough food to feed an army here. Alright, time to save again. I don't do this often because it's so slow to save. Welcome back, Gustav. Peter, I am using mods. There's a list below if you're playing console, you can use them. If you're playing on... Or not console. If you're playing PC, you can install the mods. You're playing on console, you're out of luck for now. But there's a Seamoth upgrade mod set that... it gives you like Mark 5 on the Seamoth depth module, which lets you go all the way down full depth on it. But yeah, that's what I would say use if you can. YouTube family has 3.6 or 3.26 million subscribers. I'm not so worried about the subscriber count anymore. I'm more worried about people enjoying the videos and me enjoying making the videos and people watching the videos. Yes, welcome back, Gustav. Yeah, it's more of a case, I know, you know, if you watch a lot of the reaction videos, of course, early Subnautica, people first got to see the Reaper, Leviathan, all that. There's a lot of shock there. First time you get it, but after you get used to avoiding them and everything, it's less of a jump scare in this, and you don't really get to be bothered by that anymore. So we are going to now break the game. I know last time we had some really interesting fun spawning in, like, what was it, I did 100 or at least 50 something, 60 something Reaper Leviathan spawned in at one time. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go past the rocket, 'cause that's always a good guarantee I'm getting out of here, out of the way where I won't hit something. We're gonna try 50, or no, 500. That's what it was. 500 floaters spawned underneath. And I think, actually, let's do daytime. And it's just spawned right there. Alright, mine broke it on the first command. Oh no. Oh, they're biting me. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, that's really, well, we found something that messed it up. Oh, I'm better. Either it fit, yeah, it fixed. Oh, my Subnautica. Oh, it's gone. What? Is it acting like it's floating the wrong direction? Wow. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Gear Guy. Glad you had some fun. We'll see you next time. Oh, there it goes again as I get close. But yeah, I have broken this. Where to go? There it is. Wow, okay, so it was like 200 meters away. Now it's 1,900 or 800 now meters away. It's like 2 kilometers away suddenly. Yeah. That's an odd one. This is why I save before trying these things. It was like floaterception. And it's actually all a dream. And that's how it teleported. This is like the 500th level of the dream. Let's go see what happened with it. Maybe if I do free cam, it might not freak out so badly. Oh, did it again. Where'd it go? I think it's like launching in the air, and depending on the orientation, it's basically launching itself through the air and landing somewhere. Or no, look at that. It teleported down into the depths. Pananek, thanks for that subscribe if you are here. Oh yeah, let's see, where am I at? I need the terrain to load. Day again. Let's take fog out. I can't even, I must be like in a void area inside the terrain itself. Yeah, it's just teleporting around, it looks like. So I have truly broken that. I didn't break the game, I broke the Cyclops. Which gives me an interesting idea. Should spawn at my cursor even though I'm in free cam. Oh my. Oh, it teleported me a bit. Oh. Wow. Houston, we have a problem. Whoa! I don't know how well you can see it, but it's like bouncing around the screen. Look at that. Yeah, it's just like... Wow, it's even blurring like it's the Flash. I can barely see it. Yes, floaters abducted my Cyclops. They've abducted my rocket, too. God, that's scary. I think it would honestly be absolutely possible to collect 500 floaters in the game anyway. You might not be able to pop them all out at the same time like that, but I think you could do it. Wow. It's just like bouncing everywhere. Alright, I didn't completely break the game, but it is at least having some major issues now. It has not completely crashed. I've got like endless stuttering. It's just like trying to move 5,000 meters down. I don't think I'm, or five, yeah, I don't think I'm that far away. That's so weird. It's getting lower too. I believe it's basically slowly working its way down through the void. If I look away, can I get it to stop? No. Let's try going way out here away from it. See if it improves. Look at that. Ah. That's actually, where is it? Oh, okay, come on. Let's see. Performance. Didn't do that. Wow. Yeah, that's... Well, that, I guess you could say, is broken, the game. Yeah, it was good before I saved. You know, no major issue like this. Spawning in 500 floaters on the Cyclops, they took it, and then it stopped moving. 500 floaters on the rocket platform, and it's still moving. Oh yeah, look at that. It's way down there. Apparently, once you hit so many floaters, instead of going up, they go down. So, that is so interesting. Is there a command to destroy the rocket platform? Nope. Command does not work. Alright, so... Yeah, I think God, it's even skipping some of my keystrokes. Oh, wow. There it goes. Okay. Oh, man, it is. Yeah, I think we've officially... We can say we've somewhat broken it. Yes, the game's still running. Ooh, let me turn off fog, too. Maybe that will help a little bit. No, it didn't. So the game's still running. It's just running really bad now because my Neptune rocket has gone completely crazy. Oh, and you can see one of the culprits right there. Nice little floater. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and call it an end to the stream now for that because we did it. We broke it. The rocket now reached the back rooms. Maybe. I don't know. It might have. But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it an end to the stream because I am out of drink and my throat is really starting to bother me a bit. And Timmy, of course, he wants to probably go use his, do his doggy business outside. Hey. Wake up. There you go. There you go. 2 more. Wake up. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Welcome back, Marshmallow. Sorry you're catching the very end of the stream again, but thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Again, new video schedule this week, focusing on two games for now. New post talking about on the community page. So if you want to check it out, you can look at it there. Of course, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like. If you've watched this, if you're watching it now, if you're watching it later, hit like, of course, too. Leave a comment later. If you got any ideas for the base or new ways to break the game at this point. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys next time.